Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're finally installing an S&B Cold Air Intake on my 2024 Silverado ZR2 6.2. The truck has already picked up some performance modifications with the LT2 intake manifold, and now we're going to see if the S&B Cold Air Intake can help it breathe a little bit better. So the goal to this build isn't just throwing parts at the truck. It's seeing what each modification actually does after the install. We'll get some data, compare performance, and see if the intake makes a measurable difference at the track. So with that said, let's get started. So what we have here is a S&B Cold Air Intake. It's not a whole lot to it. It's a big tube here. I can fit my fist in here. So I've cleaned it up. This was on the truck previously. Air filter's a little dirty, but it's okay. So even though this will be a temporary install, I can't wait to get rid of this restrictive air muffler, intake, whatever you want to call this, get this off the truck. Let's get started. All right, as mentioned in one of my other videos, you will need to loosen this clamp here. There's one here on the throttle body, and there's a 10mm bolt right here that you need to disconnect along with this push-in connector here. Push in, out, move to the side, and then this whole airbox assembly will come off. All right, once you have that big old air muffler off, it should look something like this. Now, go ahead and, I've already pushed this in. Just remove this, we won't be using that. Go ahead at this time, go ahead and pull this red clip back. Disconnect your mass airflow sensor. And then at this time too, you don't have to disconnect this. There's a clip in the back, just pull this off and out of the way. Once you get the connections disconnected from the airbox, there are 3, you can use a flat blade, whatever is easiest for you, 3 of these screws on there. Go ahead and disconnect that. Remove your air filter. And there's a 10mm bolt here. Let's go ahead and remove that. Okay, once the 10mm nut is removed, now you want to go over to the hood latch. And these are T10s, so just loosen these up. And once you get this off, this slides off. And then you need to remove all these clips here. And what I do is I normally just move these around, come up with it. Let's kind of do this number here. Pick up on them. So remove all the clips, and then this whole tray will come out. All right, once that tray has been removed, now you have one more of these clips here, these push-in style connectors. Just undo this, and then this will free up the airbox. From there, you could pull the airbox out. And out of all the clips, this one's the only oddball that's a little different. So just remember that it's a little fatter than all the other ones. So once you get the airbox out, you have these rubber grommets that they slip over this. You want to take those off now. 2 of them. And go ahead and install them on here. Now these aren't as tight as the factory ones, so be cautious of that when you go to install it. And that bolt that we took out earlier on top, that 10mm bolt, now it's a little harder to get to, but that's where it's going to be at now. It's not going to be out in the open. So I'll show you what this looks like when we get it back in the truck. This is probably the hardest part of the job, is putting this big boy in here, but it's worth it. Okay, so once you have the box back in and the 10mm screwed in, should be snug, tight. Go ahead and slide this guy back onto here, like so. And now let's drop in your K&N air filter. All right, once the air filter is back in, there is a lip on here. You'll see it. Just kind of work it around, all the way around to where it's in there snug. Now is the time to hook this guy back up. Down there, it just kind of slides in there. I don't think the camera can really show it, kind of right there. You'll see it's in there. When it's in there, now you put your special, that different size push pin back in there, and then we'll put the tube back on. Okay, that push pin's back in. Everything's connected, secured. Now, this is where your old connection was for your mass airflow sensor. These do come with a harness. So, just twist it on here. And keep in mind, this is going way faster for me. This was on the truck before I put the Pro Charger on here. Anyway, there it is. Okay, so there's the female end to the male connector. So once we put the tube on, we'll go ahead and make our connections, and I'll be right back. All right, once the throttle body hose clamp is tightened and the air filter clamp is tightened, go ahead and make your connectors as mentioned previously on your MAF sensor, the extension harness. Go ahead and plug those in. Earlier, I said that we won't be using this evap factory hose. Keep it for if you ever go back stock. And then now we just go ahead and install the hose that came with the kit. And airbox is on. Everything's good. Let's go ahead and put our hood latch back on and our panel plate back on, and let's start it up. And there it is. S&B Cold Air Intake LT2 manifold. Let's go ahead and start this puppy up. Once again, video cut out when I started it, went to Apple CarPlay. It's always nice. So anyway, here's the first start. It's gonna be louder. I remember this intake, you can definitely hear it. So if memory serves me right, I don't ever go in here. This thing does do relatively decent if you don't get on it too much. I might still have it turned off, but what you want to do is you want to take the air filter life setting and turn it off on here. And I think mine is already off. All right, y'all, so that's gonna wrap up this video. If you like this stuff, again, just like the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Questions, man, I do my best. I'm not good at this video stuff. I talk different when I do these videos. But at the end of the day, performance is performance. I'm trying to document real findings, real honest findings that I couldn't find anywhere. Maybe I'm the only one looking for it. Who knows? But nonetheless, it'll be on this channel, and I'm going to document every step of the way that I do with this truck. As mentioned, headers will be coming on, be installed later on this month. They've been on back order, so I think it's going to be shipped out June 30th or so. So there'll be a video up on that here shortly. Well, we will be doing LT4 high pressure fuel pump and the injectors for this before the blower goes back on. That's one of the reasons why I took the blower off of this thing. I was running out of fuel. So I really wasn't, you know, I didn't want to risk anything. So blower came back off. I did put everything back stock because I was actually contemplating on getting rid of the truck. But here we are. I'm going to stair step back up to where we were at before with better fueling. We will turn it up a little bit. I'm not going to push this motor entirely too hard. Things will be happening to this truck, and I hope you're with me for the journey along the way, and you subscribe to the channel, and let me know that y'all are here. So again, y'all take care, and y'all have a good night.